Today we have a pronunciation lesson class, and it's about nasals and other consonants. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the video. We are going to have 4 main points, that is a warm-up. Then we're going to have the 2 contents, that is nasals and approximants, and we're going to have a wrap-up for you to have a summary of all the content we saw in the presentation. You're going to take your nose with your fingers and squeeze it, just like this, until you notice that you're not able to breathe with it. Then we are going to show you some words that you are going to say out loud without removing the fingers from your nose, and you're going to have fun. So, well, let's start. Let's see the nasal words. We have map, run, and singer. Let's try to pronounce that just squeezing our nose. I know it's funny, but you're going to say it. So let's pronounce map, map, run, run, and singer, singer. So that's all. Well, as you see, the nasal words were M, N, and that was great. So now I'm going to let you with Ruben, and he's going to explain about the sounds that we made it in wrap up that are nasal sounds. So good luck.
Okay, so first we have the sound. It is called also the bilabial nasal sound, which means that you use both of your lips and the air comes out your nose. All right, an example of this sound, it will be Michael, map, and Muppet. The second nasal sound that we have is the N sound, also called the alveolar nasal sound, which means that you put your tongue just behind your top teeth here, and the air comes out your nose, just as the same as the M sound, the sound, I'm sorry. And some examples of this sound, it will be number, need, no, and now. Nasal sound that we have is the ng sound, also called the velar nasal sound, which means that you need to curl your tongue up against the back part of your mouth and the air comes out your nose. Okay, some examples that we have of this sound, it will be bring, young, long, thing, and morning.
To explain the approximants. First, with the sound. The sound is called a labiovelar approximant, which means that you round your lips and form a narrow space at the back of your mouth with your tongue. The sound is made through the mouth and is voiced, which means you vibrate your vocal cords to make the sound. A word with this sound is one, or water. So it sounds like an U, like whoa. So next one. The next sound is the R. The R sound is called the alveolar approximant, which means that you put your tongue near the roof of your mouth and voice out. To produce the R sound, curl your tongue near the roof of your mouth and voice out through your mouth. You're aiming for the tip of your tongue to be right behind the little bridge behind your teeth, but it does not touch any part of the mouth. Like that. An example of this word is rest, any word with R, approximate. Next is a J sound. The J phoneme is called the palatal approximant, which means that you form a narrow space in the middle of your mouth with your tongue. To produce a G sound, raise the sides of your tongue to the roof of your mouth and voice out through your mouth while lowering the back of your tongue. The middle and front of your tongue should be touching the roof of your mouth to begin with. Then you voice outwards and drop your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. The ear flows through the center between the sides of your mouth. A word that has the sounds could be gym, gymnastics, and the sound is gym.
Okay, so now it's time for the wrap up. The instructions are: look at the images and guess what sound it is based on the descriptions we already saw. Okay, so here is the first image. Which sound is this? Okay, the answer is the sound R. Here is the next image. Which sound is this? Okay, the answer is the sound mm. Sound is this? The answer is the sound E. Okay, so that will be all for our part, and thank you so much for your attention. We hope you learned something today.